Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you for sitting with us with your undivided attention. And today's class is about containment. We're going to explore and open the space for you to take notes and see how these impact your relationships in all levels, as a mother, as a partner, as a brother, as a sister, as a human being with other fellows. So we have today Matthew, my beloved partner, which we have quite a bit of years together to exercise and have many examples about containment and how this is the key to maintain feedback back and forth of love. So thank you, Matthew, for agreeing to sitting with me.
So much fun. Yeah, we have experienced containing one another at certain times as a couple, where by containing, what I mean is you just don't buy into the other's moods if these things come up, or when you try to involve the other in your whatever you're going through, and if the other buys it, then you get into this karmic wheel. You need to we've come to understand what it is to be sovereign, and what is yours and what is not. And so by containing, it's not really, it's more of a choice to not buy it, either from yourself or from the other.
Yeah, I can put an example that recently we have a very dear friend of ours, and the partner in one moment said to her, "Oh, I don't love you anymore." And she was so hurt and so took it personally, so sad about it, and at the same time so furious. So in that situation is a reaction to that. But why do you react is important as well, because if you are reacting, it means it's something in you that is in agreement to control something. This is important. You have an agreement with your partner to control either pain or low self-esteem or certain position within yourself. And with that, then you will be looking for situations unconsciously to poke you. And then you react. And then you say, oh, I should not react. But everything in the neutrality, I'm sure you have tried to be neutral, but I can't be neutral. Why is that? Because you're not really sincere in dropping the game. Once you have the game, you are going to put in the other, consciously or unconsciously. And then the love is not going to exist. You have a beautiful name for that, right? It's the karmic...
Oh, the karmic imperative. The magnetism of the karmic imperative that you can find yourself drawn into, and there's no end to that.
Yeah.
It's a horrible existence, where relationships become relationships, and
yeah, and it can also be and not only as a partner, but also we have witnessed it as the mother and child.
The mother instructing the child how the child, like reinforcing when the ego starts to come in, reinforcing that identification, giving the child too much room, too much attention, rather than containing the tantrum, And the tantrum comes, again, the parent shouldn't buy it. Otherwise,
it grows and grows.
It grows and grows, and so the parent instructing the child how to be a big baby, or especially the mother instructing the son how to be a big baby, and if every time it works, then it just gets stronger and stronger. You know?
And it's so simple, like you need, if the mother needs to go to another room and the baby is with the father or something, and it's just that needy of the baby's fine, have been fed, they have been changed and so on, but it's just one mommy, and the mother feels it so visceral. That's the thing, right? And that's the gate to cross in containing the child, is that you feel it. Oh, it's your own hurt, and then you go and react and trying to embrace and overprotect. But really, what is happening is you're feeding that expectation of the child that if I cry and I have a tantrum, I have a response that I want.
I get what I want, and so it builds the identification with the ego, the part that we think we are, which isn't real, and we think, oh, the child is so strong, but really it's the opposite. When we give in to our ego, it's a weakness, and we make ourselves unhappy and everybody around us, and we think we're going to achieve more, but it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, and as an adult, that child still exists.
Absolutely,
right?
That's a kind of a little microcosm. We're talking about the mother and the child, but it's exactly the same dynamic within ourselves,
and with the other,
and then reflected in a resolution relationship. And so.
And the part that we don't want to let go is the tantrum, is the child in tantrum, because in our mind we think, I will lose the mother, I will lose everything, I will lose the partner, I will lose if I am not in the tantrum. I need to hooked on something to receive love, either in my self-misery or in my low self-esteem or in my pride or in my vanity. We have witnessed as well the power of vanity, that if the parent have put too much attention, and if you are not the center of the universe of your partner, you get jealous, you trying to maintain that bubble of self-impotence in there to think that you are loved, and you think that that's the way it should be. That's why letting go of that control is existential.
So there's all these unwritten expectations and so on contained within that. If you don't give me this, that means that you're not loving me, and so on,
And it could be sound so logically, like, oh, I need love, I need your attention, I need that you touch me, or that I need that you look in my eyes, or I need that, especially women, right? Because we have that tender, romantic way, and as soon as we put it outside and expect it on the other one, if I go to Matthew and say, I need love, and he start, okay, how I should do, what...
Or if I feel blamed and so on, then I've taken the bait.
Exactly.
And then we're done.
Yeah.
Then what we have is finished.
Yeah.
We take the bait.
Yeah.
And then we start to interact on that lower frequency of ego,
Yeah.
And we talked about it too the other day when this friend she told me that she was in this this mood, this really mood and feeling scarcity, like this big taken by a mood. And then afterwards I thought, geez, what is a mood? I haven't been in that type of mood. I can't remember ever. I remember it in my past being in moods, but I don't to be always from one mood to another, a good mood, a bad mood.
But that's what the control is.
Yeah. If we're moody, it means we're not on solid ground with our higher self.
If we are moody, we're not catchable. Because if you are moving the waters, if the waters are always moving, you are not offering the opportunity to see the ocean, just the waves, just the storms, but the actual depths of the water, of the love, is not being seen or acknowledged. So one way that we prevent that love or that connection from that depth is to keep moody. And I have to add that the moods also have a lot to do with your guna. If you're sattva, you're calm, you're tranquil. That's why you need a daily sadhana. If you're rajas, you want the moods. You feel alive and passion. If you are moody and you have the up and downs.
Yeah, and if the other doesn't buy the mood, then, well, it's like
you're not loved, or
you're in denial.
Yeah.
You're in denial.
Yes.
You're living in a bubble. I've been accused of that many times, not by her, of course, but you're in denial because you're not buying it.
Yeah.
The unreality,
Mm-hmm.
You're not taking the bait. Therefore, you're in denial because that's what life is.
Yes.
Is to take the bait. And I thought, yeah, also that time about the mood, the person in the mood. Afterwards, I thought, boy, it's an excellent opportunity when you find yourself in a mood, because it's precisely the one who thinks they're in this mood that you are not.
Mm-hmm.
It's precisely what you're not. It's precisely that shadow self, that ego that you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that thinks it's in the mood, and that's precisely who you're not.
Yeah, the mood allows you to see the illusion.
Yeah, so the mood, and when you identify, okay, that's not me. There's nobody to be in the mood, in a mood, and then the mood is gone. You're living most of the time in emptiness, mm-hmm. in the present, which is the ultimate threat to the ego, and it's almost as much as a threat as love. To be present
it's the same, because it's the same.
To be present is the ultimate threat. To be present to love is the ultimate threat to the ego. It's an existential threat. And we'll do anything, all the moods, the games, it's anything to avoid mm-hmm. the destruction mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. of, and to enter your true self. The soul, you said once, the soul doesn't have moods.
No.
The soul is...
Well, we'll be talking more about the stages of emotion, but the ultimate, the quintessence of the emotional body is devotion, where you are devoted to everything because you recognize that everything is you and is within you. and then the other disappears. There is no anymore relationship. It disappears, the relationship. Everything is inclusive, and the ego, including the ego, but it doesn't have the driving force. The driving force have changed to devotion, and within that, then you see a mile away the games and the manipulations and accusations. Sometimes it's accusations. You don't love me because I have an idea of how it should be. It's an agreement with social standards, and you don't follow that, and then therefore you don't love me. So those, you need to cross all these categories and self-imposing opinions that totally castrate your relationship. Because as long as you see the other or other, you are not in love. The only moment you are in love is when you see your true nature in the other, and then the personality traces or the things you don't like about the other, it disappears because it's so little, it's insignificant compared to the beauty that you are seeing, to the perfection you are seeing, and it's decorated by gratitude of wow, we are together in this moment, in this time on earth, and we are offering something that can contribute to humanity awareness. So thank you, Matthew, for your lovely presence.
It's been fun, thanks. Thank you.
I know you love these talks, and I hope you had enjoyed as well as we have. So take note, and as our homework, to see what kind of tantrum you do have. What is your favorite control over a tantrum that you project into others? Thank you so much for sitting with us, and I will see you in our next class. Bye for now. Namaste.